What's up, everyone? Welcome back to our College has Aged Me Let's Play Minecraft series. We are on episode 15 now. Finally, well, not really finally or anything. Just getting back into the base, and I was thinking it took me a couple days to think about this, but I decided not to build that tunnel just yet. Because thinking about it, first of all, what use do I have for the tunnel and the mesa biome? Sure, the mesa biome, it does have a lot of, um, hardened clay and stained clay and stuff like that. But really, what use do I have for it at this point? I got no need for it. And so instead, I'm thinking about going in a little bit of a different direction. What I do want to do is work on another kind of farm, because later down the road, I am going to need a lot of gold. I am going to need a lot of those resources in order to build powered rails and stuff. Let's actually go up to the surface, and I think I have gold up there. Let's just show you how much gold that I actually do have, because I'm going to need, like I said, all that gold for these powered rails. And gold, at least for me, maybe at the level I'm digging at, I don't find a whole lot of gold. So later down the road in a more, recent project, what we're going to do is we're going to work on a gold farm. And you may be thinking, Ryan, by the way, that's my name. Ryan, how are we going to make that gold farm? Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you. So we do have some gold ingots. We got 53 ingots and then 50 pieces of gold ore. And we do have a little bit of iron left, but I do need to do some more mining and some smelting for that. So what we want to do is we want to make that gold farm. And in order to make the gold farm, we're going to need a lot of obsidian. And so we either need to go digging for that obsidian in order to make those nether portals for the gold farm, or we can not risk our life next to lava and create an obsidian farm ourselves. So I think we're going to go the easier route and we're going to make that gold farm ourselves. And so let's go ahead and go back down to our mine and pick out a place for where we want to build that obsidian farm. Um, yeah. Hmm. So I was just reading a comment on one of my videos from Chaotic Thumbs, one of my buddies, and he was saying that one of the YouTubers that we like to watch, Mumbo Jumbo, he had made a certain farm. What was it? It was a hopper and minecart system for our furnace system down here, and that would evenly distribute all our resources and things like that. But I was considering, using other Minecrafters' designs in order to make these farms, but I realized, you know, um, that if you guys wanted to watch a video of me building someone else's designs, then, well, why would you even want to do that? And when considering there's, other YouTubers who have much better designs than I do, um, or are creative enough in order to make those designs. But what I want to do is I want to take the components of each of the designs and kind of reimagine the purpose of these farms. And so I really do take little bits and pieces of designs and kind of make it into my own. And so this is kind of what we did here. Like if you know this elevator, I saw it in another YouTuber. His name is Slipgator. I saw the ladder or the minecart elevator in another video. But what I want to do is I want to use some dispensers and just I want to use our minecarts with chests in them in order to transport our materials and things like that. And just like the furnaces, I used a couple of different designs. First of all was the charcoal machine, and then we had our furnaces. And then we also used a lot of, I don't know, just a lot of other designs in order to kind of make our design or our farm our own. So what we want to do next is, like I said, we want to make a obsidian farm of sorts. We want to be able to build a machine that will um, generate obsidian for us. Of course, since we can't break obsidian with explosions or anything like that, or at least not until we get enough wither skulls in order to make a wither boss. But for now, what we can do is at least make the obsidian, and then we mine it out, and then we can make more obsidian, all from the safety of our base, instead of going out into like our mine and trying to find lava and turning it into obsidian that way. So let's go ahead and make this obsidian farm somewhere on this level. I'm hovering over on this area because I'm thinking about building it right here. But I'm also thinking about which direction we want it to face. So our pumpkin farm is facing this direction, and I'm also thinking about wanting to put in the obsidian farm facing like this direction, just because otherwise it'll be facing the same exact direction, and I don't know if I want to do that. But also thinking about it here, if we place it in that direction there, then it might interfere with our tree farm that we got going on here. So let's go ahead and avoid that. And I guess we'll just mine out in this direction here. So let's go ahead and clear out a big room. I hate gravel. There's just so much gravel around in this area. And it's just not fun because it just falls on you and then you have to mine it all out. It's just a real pain. But let's go ahead, and I'm going to clear out a huge area in here and then show you what I'm going to do with this design. And we'll go ahead and talk through it, and I'll show you what I have in mind. All right, welcome back. So I cleared out it's an okay area to start. I want to make it a lot bigger because we are going to need a lot of obsidian for this farm. But what I did create is just a little area so far. I mean, like I said, we are going to expand it. And the goal here is to make a big enough area where we can, just generate a lot of obsidian and then spend not a whole lot of time just mining it out. I am not going to go too much detail into the explanation as to, how this farm works, but I am going to leave you a link to one of the videos that I think, explains this redstone contraption, or, the exactly the concepts that are, making this farm work. I'm going to leave a link to it down below in the description. Let's go ahead and light this area up because I am just going to clear out this area here. And actually, I do need to bring it another block down, so let's go ahead and do that as well. But like I said, I'm going to leave a video down in the description showing you exactly how this contraption will work. And I'm just going to show you in like a time-lapse video of me building it. And then at the very end, after that, I'll go ahead and show you, how this whole works. So I'll go ahead and make a time-lapse of that and show you what we have at the end. So I'll be back once this is done. All right. So actually, one thing I forgot to consider was the fact that, there's a small chance that this farm may have gotten patched. So let's just hope that it still works. So again, I did link a video down in the description that kind of describes exactly the concepts that are behind this design. But I guess let me briefly explain. There is a bug having to do with the redstone here. And when the redstone is placed next to water and a bucket of lava is poured over it, that's what are in these dispensers, lava buckets. When lava is poured over it, the redstone ends up turning into obsidian. So I know that we do have a lot of redstone. I mean, I have like 4 more stacks of redstone blocks up in the base. So I know that I have all this obsidian, and that's kind of what I want to use in order to, I mean, yeah, in order to create obsidian. All this redstone would be great for this, but then I also need, redstone for any of the other machines that I want to build. So let's go ahead and test it out. Um, Basically, this is a simple wire or simple button where the button is feeding into a piece of redstone, and the redstone just goes around all the way on this right side here, goes around, and then a couple of repeaters help extend the pulse, or I mean, let the redstone go further, and then it goes here. So I don't have an automatic off switch, or it doesn't fire off again in order to turn them off. Maybe I should incorporate that in the design too, but that's something I just haven't done yet. So let's go ahead and test it out. Push the button, and all the blocks, see, turn into obsidian, and awesome. So it just goes far enough here in order to turn all the blocks into obsidian. So all we have to do is wait for the lava to go away, which sometimes does take a little while, but look at that, all done. So then we come over here, mine out the obsidian, and we are now completely safe from any of the harmful lava. So let's just do this a couple of times, see how many pieces of obsidian that we can collect. And like I said, we're going to use this obsidian for a gold farm. I don't know if we're going to start the gold farm this episode or not, but I know that I don't have a whole lot of footage yet. So let's go ahead and get as much of the obsidian as we can, and then we'll see what we can move on to in the later part of this episode.
Alright, so now we've collected a fair amount of obsidian. Let's go ahead and check it out. We have 7 stacks of obsidian now. And so that's just enough obsidian in order to help us make the gold farm that I'm planning out. I'll show you, of course, in the next episode, but there is a little bit of planning that we want to be able to do so that we can prepare ourselves. As you can see, I do have some armor sitting in my inventory. And the reason why is because we need to collect more resources for these dispensers. So I do need 2 more bows. So I'm going to need 6 pieces of string. I'm pretty sure it's still dark outside, so let's go up to the surface and we can see if we can find some spiders to kill. Because we do need, like I said, 6 more string in order to complete the bows for the dispensers. So as you can hear some zombies, and I do hear a spider up there. Let's put on our armor so we don't get hurt too badly. Come on, there's the spider. There we go. 2 string. I need 4 more. Okay, so we do have our sword. I don't know if I showed you guys yet, but our sword does have Unbreaking 3 and fire aspect to it, so it should be pretty nice. Although with the rain out here, it's not going to do too much extra damage. But now that it's not raining here, at least it can do some more. Okay, we got 3. Now I need 3 more. Uh-oh, creeper. Uh-oh, zombies. Gotta run away from the little zombie guys. And still collect enough string. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. Give me your string. Uh-oh, skeleton. I need 1 more piece of string. I think there's another piece here. Yes. Mine. Alright, gotta get out. Gotta get out. Gotta get safe. Creepers, stop staring at me. Why are there so many little zombies? So many zombies. And how do those pigs escape? There's creepers hanging out by my door. Uh-oh. Not going that way. You know, maybe I should make like a little another entrance into the base over there. Come on, zombies. Die. Little hat. A little hat. It's a golden helmet. Die. Who would have thought this would killing mobs would make a great XP farm? Okay, so we got some zombie or rotten flesh now. I don't know if we needed the rotten flesh. Where did those creepers go? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's a creeper there. Let's go ahead and get into our house. Okay, nothing's here. Alright, so like I said, we can make our bows now. So let's go ahead and do that. And crafting our bows. Where did all my other items go? Let's just go ahead and get some redstone. And then we also need some cobblestone. Let's go ahead and craft 2 more of our dispensers. And then we can go down to the bottom and craft. Well, I guess we don't have any more crafting to do. But I do need to decide where I'm going to build this gold farm. I mean, this thing is going to be huge. So I'm thinking, just out of convenience, it would be a good idea to have it down in our base. But at the same time, that would be a lot of mining to do down in our base, or down there in our mine. Where do I keep my tools, my helmets? I think it's in this chest here. We'll put it there. Oh, take off the armor. So, what I'm thinking is we could have it down in our base down there, or we could have it up on the surface. But what I do want to incorporate into this gold farm is going to be an on-off toggle switch. So just as we have from the nether portal down in our base, I want to be able to turn it on and off, just mostly so that I'm not transported awkwardly into the middle of our base. So like if I went through our nether portal for some odd reason, and then decided on the other side to come back through the portal, I'm not really sure if it would link back to this portal or if it would end up transporting us to our gold farm. And so if we get stuck in our gold farm, then there's just no way of getting out. So I want to be able to get a gold farm to toggle on and off, and that's what I need the dispensers here for. And so I'll show you, like I'm kind of trying to explain now, I'll show you what the plans are for the next episode. Um, but I really do need to decide where I'm going to build it. Like if I build it underground, that is a huge area to clear out. And even then, I don't know where I want to build it. Like maybe I'll build an extra pathway. Hmm, where would I build that pathway though? Down there? No, because I don't want to build it there. Or do I? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just build it up on the surface. And so if I build it up on the surface, I want to figure out how to make it look prettier without just completely ruining the landscape down there. Um, so that's something else I need to think about. Let's actually go up to the surface again, and we'll kind of brainstorm of where exactly we want to build our gold farm. Although, maybe thinking about it now, it would be nice to have the gold farm kind of be off in another area of the base or of this world, just so that, oh, the zombies are trying to break in. So if we have it in a different area of the world, um, it will make it so this area doesn't look as bad. Um, Creepers, uh-oh. So we could either have it here in the desert, or we can put it maybe over the water. But then again, there is, I don't know. Maybe I did have some plans for out there. Um, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud now. Come on, skeleton, shoot him. Shoot the ah, damn it. Shoot the creeper. I want some records. We need to have some music playing. Okay, got him. So, anyway, either here out in the middle of the desert and just kind of hovering a little bit into the sky or right over the water is kind of what I'm thinking. But then again, just that added convenience. I feel like I'm just going around in circles. I'm just saying the same things over and over again. So, I guess I need help deciding. Either over the water, in the desert, or suck it up and clear out a big area down in the mine. But like I said, I am going to need some help deciding. No, don't want carrots. So, maybe I'll just wait for the next episode. But yeah, give me a second. Let me have another think on this, and I'll get back to you once I have my thoughts all in order. Okay, so after a little bit of thinking, I'm down here in my mind, just trying to figure out where we wanted to build the gold farm. And I decided that I do probably want it facing on, I mean, want it on that side of our base. And actually probably going to, I mean, thinking about this whole build, it's going to be huge. So first, I guess we're going to take this in a couple of stages. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to raise the ceiling up. And so we're going to add an extra level to it. So on the third level, that's where we're going to have the entrance to our gold farm. We're going to have, actually thinking about it now, would it be the entrance? Yes, we want to have the entrance up on the other level. And then we're going to have our gold farm just beyond this wall here. My
original concern was the fact that this is an even-sided wall. I mean, you can tell I'm putting a lot of thought into how um, how even everything is supposed to be looking. But what I decided is I'm going to change the design that I had in my head a little bit, which also means that I'm going to need a couple or a little bit more obsidian for the farm. But we're going to raise it up um, and have a huge room in here with all of our portals for the gold farm. And I haven't explained a whole lot to the design yet, but it'll all become clearer. So I guess in between episodes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise up the ceiling. Um, Whoops. So I'm going to raise up the ceiling a little bit, um, and then also going to work on clearing out the big room. Although we're probably going to start clearing out the big room in the next episode too, just so I have more footage to show you than all these time lapses that I've been making. By the way, if I am kind of looking for some feedback. I don't want to bombard you all with the time lapses of everything that I'm building, like all the Obsidian collection, building and mining. That can get a little boring, and I know sometimes it can get a little dizzying. But I really do appreciate your feedback, telling me exactly, what you'd like to see, as well as what's working out well and what I can improve on. So please do let me know, and I appreciate all the feedback that you can give me. I just realized that this is actually no, this is even. For a second, I thought this wasn't in the center of the room. But if you do have any feedback, please provide it down in the comments below. I want to thank you guys for watching and hope you have a wonderful day.